What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Run up, get done up. Y'all remember that song? A DC Young Fly fan found out the hard way that DC is from West Atlanta, and he got Paws. Paws that he had to put on a fan. Somebody that bought a ticket to the show actually came to the show and rushed the stage, like, to put hands on DC, like, handle that boy, and got knocked out. I love it. I absolutely love it. Everybody needs to stay in their lane. You are a customer. You're there to be entertained. You're not there to become part of the show. You're not there to get on the stage and act like you're the comedian, fight the act, to fight the talent. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people. The incident happened at Tommy T's Comedy Club in Pleasanton, California, about 35 miles southeast of Oakland. They should have called it the Throwdown in Oaktown, even though it didn't happen actually in Oakland, but the majority of people who were there were probably from Oakland. It did. In any event, fam, I love comedy. I got a few friends who are comedians. I've seen a number of shows where people will heckle. And heckling is okay within reason. Okay, you say something, the comedian says something, you say something back, the comedian says something, and then that's pretty much it. You got 1-2 exchanges, that's it. Unless it's one of those like Birdlands that was in Long Beach. A buddy of mine owned Birdland Comedy Club in Long Beach, and D.L. Hughley used to host. This is before D.L. got his show and all of that stuff. This is like 91. And when I say the greatest comedy club I had ever been to, I'm talking about back-to-back talent. Like, we're talking T.K. Kirkland, we're talking Jamie Foxx, D.L. Hughley, like all these guys would be on stage, like in one night, Fridays and, Fridays and Saturdays, but I used to go on Fridays. Man, I used to fly from Houston just to go watch them perform. That's how cold these boys were. But they had professional hecklers. I'm talking about the type of hecklers that you'd be like, damn, man, why don't you get on stage? These dudes go back and forth, and that was part of their show. That was part of the thing, as long as they didn't try to become aggressive. And, normally, well, not normally, all the time, DL was the host, so DL would just destroy anybody. You cannot stay on par with DL Hughley in ranking, period. I have not seen anybody able to do it. He will destroy you. I mean, DL Hughley just would undress these dudes, man, just doing real bad. But anyway, fam, when you're on stage, when a person is on stage, it's not just about one person in the audience enjoying the show or not enjoying the show. You have to be respectful of the other people who came to watch the show. So it's not just about you. Other people have paid their money to watch the show. Now, what happens if you, try to inject yourself into the show and then there's chaos and then the show has to stall out for 30 minutes or so, or the artist ends the show prematurely, or because you came with all of your personal stuff, you threw off the artist's energy, you threw off the comedian's energy, and now the people can't have a really good show. So, it's cool if somebody's saying one or two things or whatever, but understand that whoever's on that stage controls the mic. And that's who the people came to see. They didn't come to see you. I'm glad DC put hands on his ass. I'm glad he knocked him out cold. I can relate. Had to do it a couple times, well, not a couple, more like a dozen, at least. I don't do that stuff no more, though. I figured out a way around it, really. The people that pay to come see you perform, sometimes people don't like you already and they just there. Sometimes they don't even pay to come. Somebody have an extra ticket and they just go, right? But sometimes people will pay to come see you. And you have to understand the psychology of a person who pays to see somebody to perform and then heckles that person. If you think about it, before you ever come to town, usually for about a month, that person already knows that they're going to come see you. They know who they're going with. They know where they're going for the after party. They have to go pick out a suit, and they're checking out your material for at least a month. They are a fan. Some people who are fans are just angry fans and fans with low self-esteem, right? So they show up and it's all about you. And people are going crazy and nobody's paying attention to them, especially if it's like a dude that's at a show and he ain't got no girl with him and nobody's paying attention to him. And he might see some girl that he likes or whatever, but she's not focused on him. She's focused on that guy on that stage, She's there to be entertained. So he starts to feel some type of way. Well, what about me? What about me? Me, look at me. And that's how it starts. There's a video of the aftermath where you can see a pumped up, angry DC with a scar on his face looking down at the stage. I'm assuming he was monitoring the vital signs of his victim. I absolutely love it. I wish I could have been there to see it, live and in person like a boxing match. Wish I could have seen the punch that he threw so I could, I could rate it. I really would have enjoyed seeing how he hit the floor. That would have been exciting to see, man. Oh, I would have absolutely enjoyed that. Maybe next time. Fam, if you are going to go to a show and inject yourself into the show, you're going to disturb the groove of the show. You should refund the people who came there to see the show. Moral of the story: DC Young Fly is a comedian, not a joke. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?